Alright, this video is about jihad. Some of you are familiar with that word. Most of you who are familiar with that word don't know what it is or what it means or any of that. You just know it's Muslim, so you hate it. A jihad is, well, a lot of people consider it similar to a Christian crusade. There's a big difference, though. A Christian crusade is brutality. Brutality to take from others that which is not theirs to take. A jihad can only be declared if the land is Muslim. So, if you live in a Christian nation, there will never be a jihad declared against you. There can't be. Because you're not Muslim. A jihad is a very specific type of holy war. It's a reclamation war. That's what Israel is dealing with right now. The land was Muslim. Now it's Jewish. And the Muslims want it back because God wills it. If you go back to the first, second, third, and fourth crusades, obviously by the Christians, God wills it was the battle cry on both sides of all four crusades. God wills it. How the fuck would you know? You're not God, you fucking selfish son of a bitch. You are not God. You do not know what the fuck God wants. Oh, well, my book says this. That's right. And you grossly misinterpret that one little part to fit where you think it'll be of the most benefit to you. If you hate black people, yeah, you can go twist a bunch of shit in the Bible up to be racist. It's not meant to be, but you can sure as shit do it. I've heard preachers do exactly that in church. So, I lost my virginity to a Jehovah's Witness, right? And, she was from San Antonio, Texas. Her name's Brianna. Now, she's now a Jehovah's Witness. There's a lady here who's a Jehovah's Witness, and she invited me to the Kingdom Hall. I don't know if you guys know much about Jehovah's Witnesses, but when you go to the Kingdom Hall, it's a Bible study. So the lady here who invited me, she wasn't able to go last week because she had to go to Denver. She wasn't able to go the week before because she was in California. But we're going to go this week. Now, she wants me to go to the English-speaking one. Well, I was in Arapahoe County Jail. I got a Bible. The Bible was in Spanish. When you go to the Kingdom Hall, you have a 30-minute portion where it's just basic assembly. Open speaking or whatever. And then you have the actual Bible study portion. It's, I guess it's kind of like church, but not really. It's not some willy-nilly up there telling you how to think and how to feel according to their particular doctrine. It's more people having a debate over what it says in the good book. And it is a good book. Problem is, most Christians can't tell the difference between reality and fiction. When you cut out little bits and pieces of the story so that you can write your own moral to it. Yeah, don't talk to me about Jesus. There's no Jesus in your life. You're a manipulator. before Natalie died, I was trying to get a lawyer so I could take her to court. Her and her sister and Maddie Boa. They were the ones on drugs. Why don't I chase women? Well, I'll tell you why. Because through most of my life, if a woman even thought that I found her attractive, I got treated like shit. If not by her, then by her friends or her suitors. Jamie is an excellent player. She was playing 7 guys at once. Myself being one of them. Why was she able to do that? Well, because she was very pretty, and these guys all wanted to believe everything that came out of her mouth because she's pretty. I didn't believe everything that came out of her mouth. There was a guy named Hayden McCall. Hayden McCall was absolutely head over heels in love with Jamie. So Jamie liked to do mean things. She didn't want to tell Hayden that she wasn't interested. When she got drunk, she was interested. She'd have sex with him when she was drunk. I heard her a couple times. Hayden went over there. He was dating a woman named Jessica, and he decided he was head over heels in love with Jamie Curtis. So Jamie decided that she was going to try messing around with Dylan Tagmeyer in front of Hayden, just to be a bitch to Hayden. So I talked to Hayden McCall for a good half hour, 45 minutes on Jamie Curtis's front porch. Let him know what Jamie put me through, and he realized that Jamie was not all that. So he left. He went back to Jessica and he got married. Jessica's not as pretty as Jamie. Jessica definitely doesn't have the figure that Jamie has. But Jessica has something that Jamie will never have. That's Hayden McCall. Jamie will never know what it's like to have a man who's that loyal. Because she doesn't want a man who's that loyal. She wants a man who is good looking. Even if he beats her in front of her kid, it's fine as long as he's good looking. With Lana and Amanda Engeline, they wanted to manipulate that situation as well as several others. Like the situation with Miss Jerry. Well, fine, they can do all the manipulating they want. I will do all the speaking out that I want. A lot of people keep threatening to sue me for speaking out. Well, I'm telling the truth, so go ahead and sue me for telling the truth. I've already been victimized plenty for telling the truth, and I still tell the truth. There were a couple of points where I had to lie to try to get the truth out there. I lied and said that I would kill the President of the United States, hoping that the Secret Service would take a look at it all. Fuck no. They're as crooked as everybody else. Especially if they're working for this president. However, anybody who knows me can tell you I'm not going to kill anybody. Although really, y'all are trying to push me to it. All of this harassment needed to stop. If it hadn't been for the harassment, the threats, and the assaults, I would not have recontacted Natalie Bollinger, Alicia Bollinger, or Maddie Boa. However, these little girls are grown-ass adults. their childish antics almost got me killed. And did get Natalie killed. Alicia Bollinger and Maddie Boa are fully responsible for this. Because although the police could have done their jobs and chose not to, the fact is, if Maddie Boa and Alicia Bollinger hadn't lied, there wouldn't have been a job for the police to fucking do. After the border police assaulted me, police across the state of Colorado and Nebraska took part. Took part in covering up the wrongdoing of other officers. However, I'd been trying to get help with the situation since well before Natalie was killed, and officers continued to blow me off then too. What's the difference between before Natalie was killed and after she was killed? Well, after she was killed, officers were assaulting me. Before that, they were just ignoring me. They assaulted me for trying to turn in the officers who assaulted me. Makes sense, don't it? Oh, this guy's speaking out about officers who are breaking the law, so we're going to break the law to protect those officers. Yeah. I hope you choke to death on your fucking badge.